Bike throwing me for granted because of Lagos road. But that's by the way. There's a saying, if things get tough, pack your things and go back home. And that was exactly what I did. Because I don't nearly craze for this Lagos. I don't know for you, but in my house, there is a big, massive love. So I was thinking of what to do for my birthday. And I just thought to myself, I'm stressed and I'm confused and I'm going through life. Let me just go home to see my mom. At least, if not for anything, let her bless me on my birthday. That is how I carried my bag and I went back home to see my mom. I don't know if it's just me, but I make sure I always surprise my siblings or my mom anytime I want to go back home. I never tell them my travel plans. I will just show up in the house. I never get tired of the look on their faces each time I come home unannounced. I nearly missed my flight that day because it was raining heavily in Lagos. The road in my area was very bad. I ordered my ride using InDrive. The driver said he couldn't come to the house to pick me because of the road. And I decided to take bike to where he's parked. Bike man nearly threw me for granted, but that's a story for another day. InDrive drivers are fond of changing the price of the ride. On the app, we agreed for 10,200 to the Immediately airport. He saw me, he told me it was 15,000. That is what he's going to go for last. I told him to reconsider, but he refused. I didn't cancel because I was already running late. My flight was for 2 p.m. and the time was 1:15, so I had no choice. I for to cancel the ride. But the only thing that was in my head at that moment, I just did pray. Father, let this rain continue to fall because I cannot afford to miss this flight. And my prayer worked. The rain was falling. But when I got to the airport, they told me the counter has closed because it was already past 2 o'clock. But at that time, it was still raining, so I knew that I still have a chance. So I met another latecomer like me. And when he got to the counter, they told him the same thing. He told them, can't you see that it is still raining? Oh man, so they leave us make we pass. So collected our boarding pass, went straight to the waiting room. And this flight was delayed for almost 30 minutes. Somebody shout power. Power. Oh, I forgot to mention the destination of the flight. It was going to Kano State. Yes, my mom still lives in Kano and she stays with my younger sister. For all of you who thinks that the north is still filled with mud houses and terrible roads, and the people that lives under the rock, the north is quite beautiful than other places you can think of. And they have fun and very aesthetically pleasing places that you can visit. So stick with me on this journey and see some beautiful places in Kano City. Though I didn't stay long, I only stayed for 6 days. I planned to chill for 3 days and the remaining 3 days I spent it at home. Hold on, before I continue, did you see the sun? I guys wear glasses before I blind. I already called my friend to reserve a hotel for me for 3 days I was going to stay before going back home. He came to pick me up from the airport. On our way to the hotel, I called my sister on the phone and I told her to go pick up something from somebody. She never knew I was going to surprise her. She stood still for about 30 seconds before she crossed over to where I was. I was going to shock you. You didn't know.